Welcome to the Collective Minds podcast.
It's never fucking cut it.
Shut. No way.
Never fucking
No
cut it.
way.
Wait, Austin, you trying to tell something else right now?
As humans, everybody lives in the same reality. We could all be in the same room together, but we perceive it differently.
All that experience, all that emotions, all the things that happen in that one life is boiled down to what we call instinct. And that's the only thing we can bring over to the next life.
You won't behave. You will be canceled.
Coincidence? Coincidence? Coincidence. There cannot be three.
To revolutionize the freedom of information laws so that people are going to be able to get freedom of information requests immediately.
Like, what do you mean a freedom of information request?
Yeah, so if somebody wants a document from the government now, it could take 6 months, 2 years. And we're going to make it so that they can get it instantaneously, and that all of our documents are going to be public except those that are shielded under the statute for one reason or another.
All right, so that's really good. AI and FOIA requests. It's crazy how long it could take. The Freedom of Information Act is very important for everyone. And yeah, a lot of times government and government officials have used the ability to take a long amount of time to get people information needed. And because of that, lots of money involved, danger, court cases, everything. Time is money and money is time. Might actually be a good thing. And I think the trial run for this is the Epstein files, with how they're, AI retracting data in it. Hopefully they can narrow it down, and it's not like the AI system that was randomly nuking someone's third, fourth cousin, twice married and removed, over in Israel, blowing people up that had nothing to do with who they were actually looking for. But it says the adoption of modernized information technology systems and capabilities, including artificial intelligence tools, can help federal agencies more efficiently process Freedom of Information Act requests. Several Republican lawmakers said during a Senate hearing on Tuesday, even as government-wide layoffs have gutted some of the offices responsible for fulfilling these appeals for public record. In our digital era, the government must adapt to serve its citizens, especially when it comes to transparency, Grassley said. This is especially important given the volume of requests we're starting to see. Now, I could see how this would be a bad thing, too, if they were able, right, because you have thousands of people working on these, and they might miss something, and something incriminating for a government entity, politician, someone in office. They could drop the ball and it could really expose them. So I could see how this could be used against the people as well as for the people. Let's see, to address the often slow pace for processing FOIA requests that agencies deem complex, Mike Howell, executive director of the Conservative Heritage Foundation's Oversight Project, said the government should lean into technological advancements, using potentially AI and automation to get these documents out more quickly, adding that it shouldn't be such a human-intensive process. I agree, as long as you can do it right. However, what we've seen so far with artificial intelligence, it can be amazing, and then it can be just crap. And that really sucks going on both ends there. I guess you're just going to have to find a common ground at some point. Hopefully, still a large mix of humans. That'd be great. Just to double, triple check the work, but I could see how processing data a lot more quickly than a human can would be beneficial. It says, as for the actual benefits of AI, Howell said the capabilities could particularly be useful when it comes to the usability of electronic FOIA reading rooms, where agencies publicly share frequently requested records. The ability for AI to better identify specific phrases and words across vast amounts of documents, Howell added, could also substantially reduce the time it takes to process requests. The hearing comes in the midst of the Elon Musk-helmed Department of Government Efficiency's push to trim government-wide workforces and contracts. The Trump administration moved last week to lay off 10,000 personnel across the Department of Health and Human Services, with these terminations reportedly cutting the entire FOIA teams at the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the Food and Drug Administration, the National Institutes of Health, and other agencies. Yeah, you're going to have to fill those seats somehow. It's just automation, more robots. Let's see. It says Daniel Epstein, an associate professor of law at St. Thomas University College of Law and vice president of the conservative group American First Legal, said AI and other technologies can also help agencies better comply with the Federal Records Act, particularly when it comes to preserving information that can be publicly requested. The kind of ironic thing is, having the best technology is not going to be a financial burden on these agencies. Yeah, I agree with that. Epstein said in many ways it makes employees more efficient. It makes the processes more efficient. Could be. Or it could be weaponized. You know, these are the same people in power that are, I mean, the reason why it takes so long and why things don't get found, and, you know, someone goes and burns a document, or the, you know, how the document should have been never existed in the first place. But I could see it helping. It does bother me how during this administration with Trump that the Republicans are all for this AI movement and just deregulation or no regulation put into place for these kinds of things. And it's supposed to be because we're competing with China and Russia and other countries. But it's like running towards a cliff. At some point, you gotta know either when to slow down or completely stop before everyone just, like sheep, right off that cliff. Let us know what you think about this down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if it's your first time. Check out our other videos.